Out the black pill. If you have been black pilled, or have you seen others that have been black pilled, we are live. Some people might take a little time to get in, but it's always fun. I thought I'd stop by here since, we have a retreat going on this weekend. It's kind of stepping into the new, getting the ship off the ground, flying off the port, leaving the port. Either you're in or out. Are you in the new timeline or out? But that's why we're kind of coming in. We still come into the port once in a while, to different ports, to pick people up that are ready to come with, as people are red pilled, as we would say it. It's kind of a analogy from Matrix. Are you taking the blue pill or the red pill? Well, many people kind of have found the red pill, so to speak, but they do get caught up and they get pulled into the black pill, so to speak, because there's different levels of seduction, levels of seeking philosophy and seeking all kinds of understanding that might limit people from actually keep growing. They might awaken to a little bit, but then after that they become more stuck in just wanting to be the teacher. That is the greatest desire for many, wanting to contribute, wanting to be a teacher, wanting to be a light worker, wanting to be a channeler, wanting to live from it. But it's also natural, but the wanting can, and becoming, putting it as your job, can easily hello. Hello. Good to see people coming in. As I said, people can get lost in wanting to to teach and to kind of to live and to kind of move too fast. It's like a person, the masculine is easy, what we want to jump straight into. We just right away, when we find God, we just want to become a monk, or we become a nun, or we just shut down. We pull ourselves away from life instead of realizing that we can that we can kind of that this is the feminine, where we actually have to kind of take some time to discern. And discernment it's not as easy as people think, because how do we find out if a philosophy is right or wrong, if it is a lie? That is the trick. That's the trickiness of opening up, awakening, that we can still get sucked into the easy, the just wanting to choose whatever is there, believe whatever is out there. That's when we say gop, 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 gop. Just believe whatever is being said. That's why I'm not telling people to believe what I'm saying. There has to be some kind of deeper connection. There has to be a pull, wanting to test it out. You have to dare to test it out. Don't just believe anyone. Test it out. See where they are at. A lot of people get stuck because a lot of teachers, spiritual teachers, are black-pilled. They're not. Maybe they had the red pill for a little bit, but then they get lost in all the levels of deception that is out there. And then they get stuck in conspiracy theories and all kinds of judgments. People don't realize that they go be like, oh, I'm gonna be like Christ right away. I understand now. People think an awakening is like, now I have understood what is going on. And that's kind of the deception, that there's many levels of understanding, and you have to kind of commit and go deeper and not get stuck in all just these techniques. And we kind of are seduced by like, oh my God, somebody's so young, or oh my God, they're so pretty, or oh my God, they talk so wisely. But believe me, it takes time to kind of see the darkness within people, see where they're stuck, see that most people are not really going all the way. They open up and then they get stuck. And that's kind of the treacherous road of awakening, that you can easily get stuck in. You get stuck in cults and different teachings and different kind of philosophies, and this different perspective of how life is and how Jesus is, or how old Earth is, and all kinds of, oh my God, this person is so wonderful because they can get out of their bodies, which they have these gifts. People think that people with gifts, spiritual gifts, that doesn't necessarily mean maturity at all. But it can feel very valuable to have a gift, and it can feel very, but it's also a trap, because then you can suddenly feel like you know more than you think, you know more than others. So the process of awakening is full of black pills, that you don't realize that sometimes the red pill looks red on the outside, but somebody just painted a black pill. And then you got sucked into a deception or sucked into drama. It's like people be like, I love that person, but then they don't know if that person loves you back, really. So that's the issue with people. They just trust their feelings. I would not trust feelings, because feelings are deceptive of nature. Only when you release the feelings can you start going beyond, and you might need to seek somebody who actually has gone beyond their feelings. The feelings are more the feminine, and most people don't realize that you have to release the feelings. And feelings can't be released by techniques, because techniques are more of the masculine that can get order into your mind. Feelings are of the feminine. It's a chaos. So it needs a master of chaos. It needs somebody that has dared to not seek techniques as their path. The one that has not sought a teacher, one that has dared to go beyond from a new place. This is a new energy, a new time, and it requires a new teacher, a new teaching. Because we are creating heaven on earth, we're bringing in the oasis, the sanctuary on earth again. We're allowing the power to come back in, the bridging of earth and heaven, so that the new man can come in. That is literally what we're doing. So that's literally what we're doing on our retreat this weekend. For the people that is in my retreat, it's kind of a feminine, it's like a cozy small shack or a place here or elsewhere, wherever you are in Norway or where not, or whatnot. Then you can kind of tap into and be guided into that new level of being, the new way of engaging with your energy, your power. And you have to be mature. You can't just give your power away to anyone. Don't believe everybody who says stuff. Most people are just selling a course or different stuff. They're here to make money. So it has to come from a different place. It has to come from truth first. Then it can spring and it can grow into something real. Then the flower is based on earth, not just something kind of fake. Oh, Pax, I'm from Norway, so they're beautiful that people come in from everywhere. Yeah, so, but I'm living outside of Chicago for the moment. I kind of go back and forth between Norway and America, but yeah, we have kind of created a little sanctuary here, and we have a little sanctuary in Norway for people that are ready to meet physically, but not everybody is that close, so they can come in. I have a Patreon, a sanctuary here online, where people can come in and follow my online retreats or my Wednesdays of ease, but I also kind of come on here a little bit. And if you feel the energy and you want to tap in, or if you want to contribute, then there's always a PayPal there too. If YouTube is your best way of connecting, if you like these lives that I do once in a while. But then, yeah, send me some questions or comments, or if you listen to this again and you get touched, you feel something, then let me know, and I'm glad to broaden the horizon and broaden the fellowship to all parts of the world. And yeah, it's like feels dense here. There's like a thick energy right now. Yes, well, outside of Chicago, it's like hot here. It's like literally came in today because of retreat. Yesterday we literally have kind of created this thickness of energy, but then the spirit came in, the connection of earth and heaven that we kind of created now. So that's why some of you might be feeling it, and new people come in here, and you can like and subscribe and say hi if you want to, and if you're not here like live, like now, put a comment and subscribe if you want to, and I'm happy to see a lot of new people coming in. I'm starting to be ready to come out to people. The energy hasn't really been right. We had to kind of go through 10 years of kind of moving through some energy here in Chicago area. A lot of cultural stuff that needs to be digested, and the feminine had to become from the childish feminine, the immature feminine, to the sacred feminine, What am I elaborating? I am talking about the ease of life. I'm talking about how to allow spirit to come in and allow your body to awaken and find a different level of ease and energy within. And if you're feeling it, you might be feeling something in our conversation. But go back and look at my previous talks if you are more curious, and you might suddenly feel that you want to come on in more, text more, give a donation, contribute, connect. And if so, I'm glad to see all the new people that are feeling this call. And until then, I will see you next time. And I hope you have a beautiful Saturday or whatever day it is when you watch this. And yeah, let go of the black pill and stay red pilled. Stay to the truth and awaken, continue to awaken. And I will see you maybe tomorrow. We'll see.